Hey everybody, it's Ryan. If you play lacrosse and you're looking for something that's a springboard net, this video is for you. Now, this doesn't necessarily have to be. It doesn't have to be lacrosse, but this is specifically designed for lacrosse. But I would also say for other similar style sports that require a ball to bounce off of something that has some spring in it. And this device right here is pretty awesome. Let me share why. So first thing to call out is the installation time. One person, maybe 15 minutes. But then once you install it, then it breaks down and is easy to put up. So much so that all of the connections here, all these poles just pop together. There's just a little bitty like metal spring pops, and you just they just pull it and it comes apart. So pretty easy to from a mobility standpoint, break down and put up. Two people, no problemo whatsoever from a transport standpoint. Now, this thing sits in this position, probably 6.5 feet tall or so. Total height is probably in the range of, I would say, close to 8 feet total height in this position. It's not gonna stand in this position, but total height as far as the area space, about that many feet tall. Width on it is about 4 feet. It's got about 4 feet of space by about 8 feet of space. The target area here can be moved in any position that the user needs. This is just attached via Velcro, which is pretty cool. You have this bright green area here, so if it is in like a low light situation, you have something to look at. To give an example of the springiness, so there are all the way around, there are almost like bungee cord type shocks that you can add more or take less off depending on the quote-unquote springiness that the user wants. There's like, from my perspective, there's probably half of them on it right now. But if you want something really, really springy, or if you're like putting some serious miles per hour against this, that is going to kind of determine what you want to do as far as how many you want to use. Total customization, really kind of cool. The springiness is pretty good. This just happens to be, in this example, a baseball. It is not a lacrosse ball. Obviously, a tennis ball or some different type of ball is going to spring differently. A softball is going to spring differently. Just kind of give you an idea of how it works. It's also set up with these pins that allow for some articulation. You can put some angles on this. So if you pull this pin out, pull this other pin out, then you can move this forward all the way into this position, lock it in, and then now you have more of a different, just a different way as far as like how you want the ball to rebound. I was just thinking, like, if this was for like soccer or something, you could put the target at a certain spot. Obviously, it would bounce off in a little bit different direction. If this was baseball and you're, let's say, hitting something into it, you have that option as well. Just a lot of customization with this, and this can go either vertical or it can go all the way back as in the initial example. And these pins just go in nice and neat. So it doesn't take a lot of effort as far as, setting this up, breaking it down, and kind of getting some customization for the user. These are the Velcro ties I was talking about. So these go all the way around. Again, there's tons, literally probably less than half has been put on this. So this thing is very springy. The material is a good material that it's like a nylon type rope. I would say weather resistant. These are all aluminum. They look to be powder coated tubing, very lightweight. The whole thing lightweight, is actually pretty lightweight, and it does have pins that clamp into, let's just say, in the grass, hooks that will go all around. So I mean, it ain't going anywhere. I mean, once you put it in, it ain't going anywhere. From an overall weight standpoint, I mean, it's probably 20, maybe 20 pounds. It's not that heavy, so one person obviously can move it around, break it down. Two people, much easier. Really just depends on the user. Now, full disclosure, this company sent this to me, said, Ryan, can you tell us a couple different things, give us an honest review? So first call out is the assembly time, nice and convenient. All of the actual tubes and everything, and the instructions are like super easy. It's like, I would say virtually impossible to mess it up. Literally, like, this is number 5, that's number 4, this is number 3. So everything has its number. You just snap them together and it's a wrap. This was all assembled by one person, and so it doesn't take a lot of people to put things together. You don't even need to have any kind of technical skill whatsoever. Again, about 15 minutes. It's lightweight. Looks to be, no, it doesn't look to be. It is in good quality, and yeah. And size-wise, you got some customization as far as, you know, the user and some space. You're not limited to like little bitty net that you might miss throwing the ball at it. So hopefully this answers any other questions you might have about this very cool net setup, and we'll talk to you soon.